I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. A Palm Coast man is killed in a crash on I-95 in Flagler County. It happened Wednesday morning on the northbound side of the highway, just south of the Old Dixie Highway exit. Troopers say a 57-year-old man was behind the wheel of a vehicle that lost its wheel. Police say the driver lost control and his vehicle overturned multiple times, ejecting him. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Delta Airlines nonstop to Atlanta, and now nonstop service to New York City via American Airlines.
13 seconds of silence. That's how prosecutors began their opening statement in a Flagler Beach murder trial, because they say that's how long it took Joseph Bova II to kill Zuhaili Rosado. Prosecutors say Bova went into the gas station where Zuhaili worked in 2013, took money out of the ATM, and then returned 3 hours later to murder her. They say he shot her 3 times, including once in the head. Police have identified no motive for the fatal shooting, saying it wasn't a robbery and instead was premeditated murder. The Bunnell man admits to killing Rosado, but his public defender claims he was legally insane and suffered from schizophrenia. They say his mental problems date back to his teenage years, when Bova was hit by a truck on a dirt bike and suffered a serious brain injury. Attorney Josh Mosley claims Bova was experiencing a psychotic episode where the voices in his head told him that Rosado was the devil and he had to kill her. Change is happening in the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. Tony Magoo has the details.
Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley announced several changes at the Sheriff Perry Hall inmate detention facility on Tuesday afternoon. The first being the resignation of Detention Deputy Jared Tazewell during an internal investigation into excessive use of force. On April 23rd, it was discovered that Tazewell was retrieving an inmate from a confinement cell of the detention facility when the inmate, who had a walker, threw the walker at Tazewell, striking him. In response, Tazewell struck the inmate in the face with a closed fist, causing the inmate to fall backwards. A criminal investigation was immediately conducted. As the investigation was being wrapped up, Tazewell resigned his position with the Sheriff's Office. Excessive use of force will not be tolerated at the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, Staley said. In other jail news, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office has launched a nationwide search for a new division chief of the Court and Detention Services Division. This was prompted by the announcement by current Division Chief Steve Cole's planned retirement. Chief Cole is retiring after 25 years of service with the department. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
How do you help someone's mental health holistically?
Gina Mangus with Flagler Hospital says by helping more than just the patient.
It may just be that the student is having issues because they have a parent who's not been able to afford their own medication, and so that's translating into issues in the whole family. So being able to address this holistically rather than in an isolated fashion is what our Care Connect approach is.
Mangus said that Care Connect is in St. Johns County now, but that Flagler Health Plus hopes to bring it here with the new Health Village. You can listen to the entire interview at the Free for All Friday podcast. It's on the Flagler Radio app, which you can download today. Tomorrow, more than the holistic approach to health. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
A corporate donation will provide personal protection for local firefighters. John Arking has the story.
Sam Royer, director of Heroes First Home Loans Flagler Beach, announced the company has donated $13,000 to the Flagler Beach Fire Department, the Flagler County Fire Rescue, and Palm Coast Fire Department to sponsor the purchase of 12 ballistic fire vests. Royer explains how the donation came about.
I got approached by one of the captains at the Flagler Beach Fire Department. He said, we know that Heroes First Home Loans does a lot in the community. We are trying to raise money to get these vests, and would you guys be willing to partner? So we did. We did a raffle for some flags, American flags made by Dan Fulling, who is Cameron Fulling's dad. So we raffled those off. And then the rest of the money, my wife and I decided to donate personally.
Royer said while he wishes we didn't have to worry about firefighters needing bulletproof fire vests, they're fortunate to be able to donate the money for the purchase of the vest to protect these local heroes. A check presentation with all 3 organizations will be held October 4th at 6 p.m. at the Flagler Beach First Friday event. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.